Today on Animal Outtakes,
we are in a wonderful place. We are in a community for joyful dogs, something that has been in my heart for so many years.
Construction is nearing completion at Donte's Den, a state-of-the-art facility built exclusively for dogs. We'll go inside the dens to show how innovation and compassion have helped shape this one-of-a-kind community.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Animal Outtakes. And I'm here today with a very special guest. Want to introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, my name is Donte.
Donte's here because today we'll be talking about a project that's near and dear to my heart, Donte's Den.
Excuse me? What the heck is this?
Oh, hello Lou. I knew we would be meeting one day.
Yeah. Marsha, there's a dog in my spot.
Lou, behave yourself. Donte is a very special guest.
But that's where I usually stand. Fine. I'll just stand over here on the other side.
I could move.
No, you just stay there. Sit. Stay. Stay, boy. Good dog. I hope he's house trained.
Lou, settle down.
Is there something wrong with that bird?
Let's just talk about Donte's Den.
Right. Donte's Den is a community being built right here on the Sun Coast for dogs and their owners.
Oh, he gets speaking lines too?
It's a place dedicated to providing your forever friend their next best home if you can no longer care for them.
Donte's Den will also provide a safe, caring home for the dogs of our servicemen and women while they are deployed overseas. Wow, that's pretty cool. Hey, Bird Brain, you're in my spot. Ooh, look, a doggy.
What a circus. How do you do this show every week?
Don't worry, you three are all going to get along very well. Donte's Den is on target to open in the spring of 2015. But today we'll be getting an amazing first glimpse with a behind-the-scenes tour and find out more about this state-of-the-art facility designed for the health and happiness of our four-legged friends.
Lou, what are you doing? This is how you do with dogs. I'm offering my hand so we can smell it.
Smells like fish.
Well, I just had breakfast.
I want this to be warm and inviting, and it also has to give a compassionate feel because people, as they come, are really, it's the first step of being separated from their best friend. So they have to have the peace of mind to know that this is a safe place.
On this November morning, the talk is all about colors and textures. It's time to make decisions on the paint, flooring, and tiles for Donte's Den, a community built with dogs in mind. Designer Christine Verhull has flown in from Chicago to offer her expertise for the Welcome Center.
So this is good.
And this, not to make a joke about it, but this color is in the picture. It is in the picture around the frame.
In the background it is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you
all right,
got-
so we have this.
Yeah.
Okay, this is good. I like these two colors.
Construction on Donte's Den began in the spring of 2014 with an official groundbreaking at the end of June.
1, 2, 3.
Woo! Since then, work has moved quickly, bringing this dream to life.
From the time I was a child, I always knew that I wanted to do something with dogs. But I wasn't quite sure. I wasn't too clear on what it would be. But as life went on and I met and I married Don and we were traveling so much for our businesses, every time I got on that plane, I'd say to Don, what would happen to our boys, because we always had male dogs, if something happened to us? So a number of years ago, I started thinking about this concept because we didn't have a family. And there were really wonderful friends that we could have left our dogs to, But I knew they wouldn't cook for them like I cook for them. By the way, they get pasta, chicken, and vegetables. They wouldn't possibly let them up on the furniture. They wouldn't let them sleep with them. Well, these are all the things that we did and gave us great joy. So that's how Donte's Den came about. We needed to do it.
Donte's Den is a haven for dogs whose owners are no longer able to care for them, for whatever the reason. There are several different components of this complex, with adoption being one of them.
These are where the dogs will come to us through owner surrender or by other means. This is the adoption center. And what we're looking at here, of course, is when the owners surrender their dog, again, for any reason whatsoever, the dogs come into the intake area, which we're going to show you, and then they are checked medically, groomed, and in they come. And again, you will see that it is stressless. There will be no cages in this area, and a lot of light, doors for them to go in and out themselves, into a porch area, into a green area.
At least 24 dogs can be housed at the adoption center at any given time. Mark Coyne is the project manager for Donte's Den and a general contractor. He says the building's design and infrastructure makes it a comfortable place for the dogs staying here.
One of the things you can see on this building, because it's under construction, that all the buildings share are some of the structural and insulation features. Those don't seem that important, but what they do is that, first of all, they allow the building to stay very cool, particularly under the hot sun, and they're also hurricane resistant, which is important, obviously. You can see the sturdiness of the structure. The mechanical systems you see in here are also shared by all the buildings. You have commercial air, which is purified as it circulates throughout the space for all the dog kennels.
But before the dogs get here, they make another stop at the Welcome Center.
We want this to be a very inviting place, and again, to give both the fur parent and the dog a peace of mind. But as they walk in here, they will have an opportunity to look at a most magnificent portrait, which will be put up here by the artist Nancy Colby, who has donated her magnificent talents and has painted Donte, for whom this entire community is named for. So when people walk in, they will see that PhD in fur that actually began this story so many years ago. This is our intake area. Now, what does that mean to all of us? Well, very simply, when dogs come to us from an unknown origin, eventually they will end up in the adoption center and hopefully be rehomed with great families. But we don't know their health. We don't know from where they came. So obviously, we need to keep these dogs segregated, quarantined. The first thing we will do is bathe them, give them a very good, thorough medical examination. And then if we do find a problem, and many times you do, then they will be housed here until they get the medical release.
The Welcome Center will have 14 kennels for dogs that are ready to move into Donte's Den, either as potential adoptees or as permanent residents. There is also a separate isolation room for dogs who have medical issues and cannot stay in the group environment. Still ahead on Animal Outtakes.
Well, Mark, this is one of the fun aspects of Donte's Den, although we have many.
We dive into one of the more unique therapy options being included at Donte's Den and why it could make a big impact on the residents. Plus, we take you inside the dens to show you the luxury living these dogs can expect.
If taking your pet to the veterinarian creates conflicts in your busy schedule, Rosemary Vet may be a perfect solution. We are open 7 days a week, providing complete veterinary care during convenient evening and weekend hours to accommodate you and your pet. Rosemary Vet is located in downtown Sarasota in the trendy Rosemary District at 650 Central Avenue, Unit 2. To learn more, visit us at www.rosemaryvet.com.
While Donte's Den was designed and built for dogs, They're not the only animals living on the property.
We have some wild animals. We have, of course, the white-tailed fawn, which are beautiful to see in the morning. They come out and they play with our cows. So we have our miniature Holstein. We have Salvador, who is the bull, and he came with 6 females. Well, guess what? We have over 21 offspring now, and we're growing by each season, and they love it out here. They absolutely love it. Well, Mark, we're in the hospital, and as you can hear, there's a lot of work going on. But why don't you take us through a tour of what the hospital layout is going to be?
Okay. Well, right now we're in the first stages of finishing. Drywall is up. We're doing finishing of drywall. We're standing in the treatment room. This is where most of the activity occurs in the clinic. Right behind you is going to be a nurse's station. That area back there is the ICU. That'll be enclosed with glass doors.
It's not only ICU, but whelping, if we have a mom with some puppies. As you mentioned, ICU, and of course, hospice, end of life, that we'll be able to address here. And the most important thing that Mark has brought out, no cages. It'll be in a small area that we'll be able to get personalized attention in there from the vet techs and the nursing aides that will be helping them, and that's what it's all about. Stressless, stressless, even at end of life.
The hospital at Donte's Den was designed by veterinarians and includes state-of-the-art equipment, allowing for the most routine operations like spaying and neutering to much more complex neurological procedures.
This building is sophisticated beyond what you see. There's mechanical systems which provide controlled air, purified air. There's medical gas which provides oxygen for treatment and for the operating room.
The hospital will have on-site X-ray and sonogram machines, as well as a hyperbaric oxygen machine, all designed for dogs.
It is an area in which they can work, and they know that they can make wonderful things happen.
Included in the design as well is at least one therapy option, a pool.
Well, Mark, this is one of the fun aspects of Donte's Den, although we have many. It is a swimming pool, actually a combination wading pool and therapeutic pool for the dogs. Why don't you take us through this?
Okay, this is what you're seeing now is a typical pool shell construction. It has a couple water features for the dog. On either end of the bone portion of the pool, there's spray fountains which create a little bit of activity in the pool. All the pool water circulates back to that building. That's all of our pump and support for the pool area. When this is done, the pool will have a blue PebbleTech shell with pavers around the outside, and then this whole area out here will be a concrete paver seating area.
The whole idea of this, of course, is for the dogs to be able to get into water. Also, this pool will be used for therapy. Those that are arthritic, in some cases paralyzed, spinal injuries, that our veterinarians will say, go ahead and give them some water therapy. We will have the vet techs in with them, and hopefully we will work those joints and work those sore areas, and we might even see some miracles here.
Just a few feet away from the pool is the first den building.
Now, this is the first of its kind. The dogs will come here, they will pass to us through their owner's pet trusts. In those pet trusts, they will tell us how to take care of their dog, what kind of food they like, what type of toys do they like, all of the things that make their life, the dog's life, a happy one.
Each of these bays that you see, they're actually little housing units. Not so little, they're actually fairly large for a dog. You have the interior space, which is enclosed with, this will be glass and storefront, which opens out to an individual exterior space. This will be fenced in with a gate to the outside.
The dens will be equipped with television screens, therapeutic beds, and mounted raised food and water bowls. Owners can even send along their dog's favorite chair or rug to make them feel more at home.
We don't want to have separation. We just have a continuance of the promise and the love that the parents gave. And by the way, I do believe they will be watching Animal Outtakes.
These dens will also house dogs in the Semper Paw program, meant for our servicemen and women.
There's no reason in the world why they should go off and fight for our freedom and then not be able to come back to their best friend. So when the soldier is deployed, they can bring them to Donte's den. They will have the full amenities of Donte's den. They will be able to swim in the pool. They will have the medical. They will be groomed. They will be walked. They will be read a story at night. And then when the soldier comes back, he has his best friend. If I was going to tell you one thing that we want to create, and we will strive very hard to do, will be to create a peace of mind for the fur parents and for the dogs. Keep it stressless for the dogs. So we continue the love that you have given to the dogs, and we've also fulfilled your promise for taking care of them.
Coming up next,
right here, as the best of 2014 for Sarasota, Top Dog.
a fundraising event goes to the dogs.
This week, we present a very special cartoon, Donte Meets Gino.
Well, George, I'm afraid it's time. You really need to be in a nursing home where they can care for you better.
I suppose so. But wait, what about my Gino? He's like a son to me. I love that little dog.
I'm sure we'll find someone to take care of Gino.
You want me to just give my little dog away?
There's no other way.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Wait, there's a place near here. It's called Donte's Den. Let me check that out. Hey, doggy, you sleeping? Hey, boy, go get the ball. Go get the ball, boy. That's a good boy. Go get the ball. Go get the ball. Go get the ball, boy. That's a good boy.
Wait a minute. I don't see any ball.
Sorry about that. I just want you to get up.
And there's no ball.
No ball.
Is there a problem in here, Donte? I heard a commotion.
No problem. Just a butterfly scared me.
Boy, there sure are a lot of dogs around here.
Well, of course. This is Donte's Den. We help all dogs who need a home.
Oh, yeah. I almost forgot what I came here to tell you. There's this little puppy, and he's whimpering down by your front gate.
Well, why didn't you say so? We've got to get down there.
I can't believe it. He was just going to give me away.
You there. Why so sad, little fella?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm just a poor little homeless dog.
Well, you came to the right place. Come on in. Well, Gino, you're safe now. We have a beautiful swimming pool, fields to run in, a doggy hospital, and you'll even have your own den to stretch out and rest in. We may even place you with a family of your own.
Don't you like it here?
I love it. I just miss my master.
I even miss the chair we used to sit in. Gino, I have a surprise for you.
Gino, my sweet little pup.
But you want to give me away.
That's only because I'm older now, and I'll be living at a nursing home where dogs aren't allowed. But I want you to live in the nicest place possible. And after Donte showed me around, I realized this is it. They'll take care of you the way I did.
You do love me.
Now here's some of your old toys, and I even brought your favorite chair.
Will you come visit me every once in a while?
Of course I will.
Come on, Gino. You have a lot of new friends to meet. Let's go swimming.
And now it's time for the furry and famous Animal Outtakes VI Pets.
Lucci is 3 years old and Santo is 6 months. These are giant Schnauzers. They'll grow up to be about 130 pounds. Lucci is about 128, and even in his 3rd year, he's still growing. He's muscle. He's absolute muscle. And Santo is already at 6 months. He's 60 pounds and full of fun. I love the Schnauzer personality. Lucci, a little calmer, the perfect child. His name means spirit of light and life, and that's exactly what he brings. Santo, from the day I met him, he was a pistol, and he is going to be that way. He's full of personality. Santo loves to play with tennis balls. Those are his absolute favorite, but he doesn't bring them back very well. He goes and he gets them, and then he chews on them. So we have yellow fuzz all over the room. Lucci, on the other hand, Lucci loves squeaky toys, so he plays a lot with the squeaky ones, but then of course Santo makes a complete end run on him, grabs the toy, and that's the end of it. All of my life, my dogs have been there. You know, I can tell them secrets and they don't tell anybody. I can tell them all sorts of stories and they think I'm smart and I'm interesting. And at the end of the day, they come and they sleep with me, one on each side, and I think that that's the ultimate. Lucci gets pasta, carrots, and vegetables for his meals, and we cook that fresh every other day. Special treats that they get are ice cream and peanut butter. They get a few little apples along with it. But I choose not to say that I'm spoiling them. They've actually spoiled me, because when I come home and when I'm with them, I'm spoiled. They love me for what I am. They accept me for what I am. And how much better is that? Our annual fundraiser is Top Dog, and I believe in having fun. And it is a spoof on the Westminster. So we have categories like best dressed, best hair, best kisser, best funniest trick. And the dogs compete in this area. We have judges, celebrity judges, and we try to match what the judge is very high in expertise with to what the dog category they are judging. And then the winner of each one of those categories gets to go on and be selected as the Suncoast Top Dog. And this year we have Buck, who is a golden retriever.
I have to go right here. As the best of 2014 for Sarasota, Top Dog, right here, Marsha Panuce presenting the award.
So our top dogs actually represent us through the year. They have a year's reign where they are used in publicity pictures, and we do interviews with them. And then of course when we come to next fall, when we have our 3rd annual Top Dog, then they will pass their crown on to another dog. The turnout was fabulous this year. It was double what we had last year. We had double dogs, double people, and everything that I heard coming back was We had a great time. Our kids were with us, our dogs were with us. Very serious. Now, the spoof is supposed to be fun, and certainly we had a lot of fun watching the dogs go through their paces. But some people were very, very serious about that. We understand that some of them, for the funniest dog trick, actually had trainers for the trick. We understand that some of the costumes were not only handmade, but some were flown in. What can we say? Everybody is proud of their dog. And you know, every dog that comes to Top Dog gets a ribbon, and it says Top Dog, because every dog is a top dog.
We'll be right back. And that's it for this episode of Animal Outtakes. We hope you've enjoyed our behind-the-scenes look at Donte's Den.
Marsha, this Donte's Den place is gonna be great. Donte was telling me all about it. Do you think they'll let birds in?
Well, we can probably arrange something.
Well, I'm all packed and ready to move into Donte's Den. You asked him, right?
Well, I didn't get to the butterfly part yet.
We can make room for a butterfly, I think.
I knew you three would get along, but it's not even open yet. But tune in again, because this one-of-a-kind facility will be open and serving dogs and their owners very soon. And Animal Outtakes will tell you all about it. Join us again next week for another outstanding animal adventure. We'll see you then.
What is she actually kissing?
She loves Nutri-Trim. It gets rid of cellulite. Got it.
All right, well, you gotta love something, right? Are you cheating too? Are you cheating?
Anything on my mouth.
Oh, I love Scrappy already. I gotta go. That's something I would do.